when I went vegan, I was like, well, I may as well talk about it on my channel too. So I started the Vegan Cheetah channel, and that was the first, semi-successful YouTube channel that I ever had. I sort of fell ass backwards into like the vegan drama, and like I started reporting on the Chiang Mai Bike Festival. It's called the Chiang Mai Fruit Festival, but
Awesome. We are live. Guys, today is a special day. I'm joined by Charles, aka Charles Marlowe. I guess you are called CMC Broadcasting right now on YouTube, right?
yeah, that's just my initials. It's CMC is my initials. So
Exactly. So
yeah.
it's funny because one of my subscribers actually wanted to see you on the podcast. I was asking like, who do you want to see next? And he was like explaining like who you are, like he had like a whole paragraph about you. And then I was like, dude, for sure I know Charles, but I know
Yeah,
him
yeah.
from back in the days. Like I guess I got to know you from like a vegan gains video, like several videos. And like
Yeah,
back then,
he did make several videos. Yeah.
and back then you were called like the Vegan Cheetah. I guess it was like 3 years ago. And you were always, I
Yeah.
guess you were always making like videos about like vegan drama and stuff. And I felt like this would be a really interesting podcast because me personally, I'm not hugely invested into this vegan drama, but I still watch it from time to time. It's like my guilty pleasure to watch like your videos. So I thought like it would be a really cool idea to have you on the podcast and to also share your background, how you became like the vegan gossip king, as I called you like to my subscribers. And it would just be really like interesting to see what made you take the decision to go on YouTube in the first place, and then like why vegan drama.
Yeah, I mean, I think I got on the internet at the very start when I was about like 25, 26, and I was like uploading music, like I would play guitar and sing like cover songs. And so I would upload those to some older channels that I had. But then at one point, I found the vegan YouTube scene. When I went vegan, I was like, well, I may as well talk about it on my channel too. So I started the Vegan Cheetah channel. And that was the first, semi-successful YouTube channel that I ever had. I sort of fell ass backwards into like the vegan drama, and like I started reporting on the Chiang Mai Bike Festival. It's called the Chiang Mai Fruit Festival, but it's this festival that Freely Enduring Rider used to hold in Chiang Mai, Thailand. So I started reporting on that one summer. I think it was the summer 2016, and that's where this sort of vegan drama niche came from. It's a great format too. I hear that a lot where people say, the vegan drama is my guilty pleasure, so a lot of people I think can relate to that.
Yeah, because veganism is kind of like about compassion and everything, and then you see like this vegan drama behind the scenes, like people shouting and shit, like it's
Yeah.
funny, dude.
And then we started seeing this ex-vegan thing. It started with Nikocado Avocado. Do you remember him?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
That
Yeah.
was almost 2 years ago now, and he was the first ex-vegan, and that developed into a huge format, as you know. I mean, tons of ex-vegan
Yeah.
videos out there nowadays. So yeah, just kind of one thing led to another. I mean, that's the general story, I think, of how I got started on YouTube, and how I got to where I'm at now.
I don't remember why did Vegan Gains made videos about you. Don't actually remember why.
Yeah, so it's kind of a long story, but basically his wife wanted a dog, so they bought a dog. It was a wolf dog. It was a half wolf. And a lot of vegans, they don't believe in buying dogs from breeders. Because that's
Mm,
kind of, a lot of vegans see that as, that's not a vegan thing to do. You're supporting the pet industry, you're supporting the breeder industry. That's bad. It came out about 6 months after he had gotten the dog. And his wife, Jasmine, was the one that really wanted the dog, I think. But it came out about 6 months later that they had bought the dog from a breeder in Belgium.
yeah, I would say,
It
yeah,
wasn't
she's from
Belgium. It
Belgium.
was, yeah, it might have been Belgium. And so they had to fly the dog over to Canada, to Toronto where they were. And anyway, so when this came out, I started making videos about it. It was pretty good drama at the time. A lot of people wanted to see Vegan Gains get, raked over the coals for this dog thing. And
Finally
like
here.
yeah, so to kind of like get him back, I started reporting on the dog. And so it's been a back and forth between him and I there for a little while. I
Yeah.
think a lot of times vegans have this type of personality where like they're easily offended sometimes. Not all of them, but like some of the more prominent vegan personalities, they're the type that get triggered by things, and they don't tend to be the most tolerant of
Yeah.
other opinions and ideas
Yeah.
sometimes.
It's pretty funny, yeah. It's like a paradox almost. It's an interesting time. I guess I'm biased because YouTube recommends me the next ex-vegan video. But do you think the thing now will blow up, or do you think it's just like a little trend that then everyone will be like back on this vegan track?
Well, I don't think the ex-vegans are gonna go back to veganism. No, I don't think that. I think a lot of these ex-vegans that we see are they're ex-vegan for life. Okay,